Cape Town and the company Fibre Designs. Basically what we do is specialize in custom weaving, basically monitoring the market quite closely and trying to just provide the market with something which isn't necessarily easily available. What is available on the market in general, easily, pattern, motifs, lots of it, monochromatic texture, difficult to find. So that's where we come in. Then obviously in textures and so on, one needs to look at what is exciting as a new product, what are the tendencies, what are the trends globally, what is happening. There's a lot of the outdoors lifestyle becoming more and more important, the indoors going out. And in that light, Fibre Designs have decided to create our own product called the Veranda Collection. Speciality of it is specifically for the outdoors. Yarn is braided up specifically for ourselves according to our specifications, and then the locally manufactured, doing a bit of empowerment of women up north in the country. So basically taking the weaving into rural areas, trying to give them a bit of work up there. Alright, so basically these are the Veranda Collection, as I say. The one yarn is marketed under the name Benya, very, very soft to the touch as well. The other, our Rabala range there, and also comes in quite a neat array of colors, variations of weaves. All this obviously keeping in mind the general colors of the fashion as it stands at the moment.
Wonderful. Now, Pierre, we can take these fabrics indoors, correct?
Indoors, indeed, and ironically, they are very often taken indoors. The main reason being ease of maintenance. To clean, the easiest thing to do is a bit of washing powder and a hose pipe, and a sunny day, a pair of shorts, and voila, you have your rugs cleaned. So they go all the way from dining areas, barbecue areas, through to including, believe it or not, going into babies' rooms, because of specifically it's so easy to be cleaned and its maintenance.
Soft underfoot?
Very, very soft underfoot. Specifically, this specific yarn, it is very, very soft, and on our website we even have images of this actually being used by our models as, believe it or not, as cloaks, as clothing.
Fantastic.
Because it is so soft and very elegant a rug. In the Veranda Collection, what is made use of basically is just focusing on the skill and the yarn, and a combination of the two, i.e. the skill in the manufacturing and then making use of that yarn. So not only have we done the floorwear, but we've also now busy developing outdoor ottomans and so on that can be used both for seating as well as coffee tables. And obviously mostly what we do is all bespoke, so it doesn't necessarily need to be in that dimension or shape or color. Another new, quite exciting product on the market, recently come out. It has been around towards the Far East for some time, i.e. a banana fiber and a bamboo fiber, but it's now actually coming in and being used in rugs into larger format. The beauty with the bamboo silk, these being examples of it, it is exceptionally hardy fiber. Natural silk is quite soft. Yes, it is soft to the touch, but is naturally quite a weak fiber and therefore sheds and ages and perishes quite quickly. The beauty of the bamboo silk is its exceptional sheen, and it is also exceptionally strong. So between a natural silk and a bamboo silk, this actually is nearly the iron fiber, yet exceptionally soft, very, very soft to the touch, and exceptionally luxuriously looking. So this is quite an exciting new fiber that's on the market now.
So we can actually put these on our. These are floor fashions that are for heavy wear, heavy traffic areas.
For hard traffic areas, and they're quite easily cleaned as well, because it is a bamboo, i.e. a vegetal fiber. We have tried and given some very successful cleanings, but yet the irony between it is, albeit that you've got an exceptionally luxurious looking item on the floor, it's quite easy to live with, which is therefore makes it quite attractive.
Now, the care of a product like this, will I need to, I mean, I can vacuum it up, hoover it up?
You need to vacuum. That's any form of floorware. You need to vacuum your rugs, ideally on a daily basis. Just stops the accumulation of any dust that might get settled in the pile. Just to make sure that all rotor brushes or any form of brush is kept away from your floorware.
Yeah.
And daily vacuuming is ideal.
And then, if I spill something on it,
If you spill, you scream. Most professional websites do offer the first aid on spillage.
Yes.
First and foremost, obviously, is to dilute whatever's been spilt with water. So as long as it is diluted immediately, it shouldn't leave you an indelible stain. On our own website, there is also the first aid care in case of spillage, and there the website obviously is just fibredesigns.co.za. But otherwise, yes, first and
and
foremost.
can you repeat that website?
I can do. Fibre Designs, so it's Fibre Designs with an s.co.za. But water and blotting it up should do the job initially.
Now, underfoot, you have another interesting story. These recycled fibers are what?
Okay, it's actually a repurposed sari silk. There's a Hindu capital in India, obviously, a town by the name of Varanasi. The town is renowned for its bridal silks and its bridal saris. It is a large export of Varanasi. It's something that they do a lot of. And obviously, through the manufacturing, there's a lot of excess silk from these saris. What the floorwear industry has done is actually they've taken these sari silks, the offcuts from them, and have re-dyed them, over-dyed them, and then with it put them onto traditional looms for either for kilim or for knotted pile, and here have woven up a pure silk and kilim. So it's quite a romantic story behind it.
Beautiful.
We were talking earlier patterns. You've got lots of patterns. You've got lots of motif, and we're saying that one of our fortes is definitely monochromatic texture, so that it complements furnishings, architecture, and art rather than it fights with it. One of the most difficult things to place in floorwear is white. The big question is which white? And then the next question is, in what texture? And this is a very good example of what one can do with white. It doesn't necessarily have to be boring. It doesn't necessarily have to be plain. It can be an interesting use of wool. It can be an interesting use of a man-made fiber. It can be an interesting use of hemp. This is a bleached hemp. So the playing with white is quite a challenge to actually place it correctly in a room in a way that it works easily, plays its function without it being too loud.
Now, what is this on the end?
What is happening is
Yes.
the blurring here is if you open the fiber, you can see it is obviously a white, but the slight blurring of the rug once it's rolled up is the actual thread that is starting to open slightly, and with that it gives you that fuzzy sort of look, which is obviously a lot more. What's the word I'm looking for? It's a lot more sensual.
Yes, very sensual. So I'm placing this on the floor, and are you all the furniture goes on the rug, or can some go off the rug, or have you ever gotten into that debate with
We
the
have
designers?
indeed, and we have that debate regularly with most designers.
Yes.
The big question is, what is the purpose of the rug? And very often the rug or the carpet prescribes a room. It prescribes the functionality of the room, and it prescribes where certain activity will take place. Keeping that in mind, that goes then to answering the question, does it go under or over or not under the furniture? Very often the rug, as we said, prescribes the room and closes the conversation. If a rug is under a sofa, but that you have two ottomans or two individual chairs that are off the rug, imagine now 4 people seating having a conversation, 2 are on the sofa, 2 on the individual chairs. the individual chairs is not on the rug, somehow that conversation is not complete. It's somehow not closed. So personally, I like to at least have half of the furniture, half of the piece of furniture on the rug, so as to complete the whole room. That would be ideal. The best, obviously, would be to have all furniture entirely on the rug. But that obviously translates to square meterage, which therefore immediately affects the pocket.
Absolutely. Pierre, thank you so much
You're
for
most
showing
welcome.
us around.